Hey everyone, Dr. Zach Greenwade here, Performance Sport and Spine, and today we're going to go over 3 great exercises for strengthening your foot. And if you wouldn't mind pausing the video right now and scrolling down to like and subscribe to our channel, we'd really appreciate it as it helps us reach a larger audience. So we're talking about the midfoot. Think of the foot as broken up into 3 different sections, the forefoot, the midfoot, and the hindfoot, and we're going to focus on this part of our foot. So when we say midfoot, reference that point. Another cue that can be really helpful is a tripod that may resonate with people better. So when you think of the foot, think of the bottom, think of there's point A, point B, and point C. And you want to try to keep equal pressure through those 3 points throughout all of the movements. So the first exercise is the functional arch. We're going to try to activate our arch by lifting up with our toes, keeping contact of that A, B, and C of that tripod, and then replacing your toes to the ground without letting your arch collapse. So this rep will show you what you don't want to do. So as your arch comes up, as your toes go down, you don't want to have your foot kind of roll in. So again, lift up your toes, keeping that tripod contact with the floor, and then place your toes slowly down, maintain that arch or that tension through the midfoot. So once you've done that remedial stage, we'll show you some progressions. So again, lift your toes up, activate the arch. Now maintain that arch as you stand up into a lunge, come back down. Again, reset that tripod, lift your feet up, feeling that tension in your arch with the A, B, and C pressure, toes back down, keeping tension in the arch, lunge up. So the next progression of this exercise is a squat. So you're going to get your squat stance, lift your toes up to activate the arch, get that tripod, place your toes down, feel that tension over the midfoot, and then squat down to tolerance and stand back up. Now again, you're going to lift your toes up, feel that tension on that midfoot, toes down, and squat down to tolerance. Now this may be a little too challenging initially, so you may want to do those more remedial ones and then progress. And one thing to note is a common flaw is like kind of gripping with your toes. So if you find yourself kind of trying to grab stuff with your toes or you're feeling lots of tension up here, you're compensating, it may be too challenging. The next exercise is the Valets forward lean. So you're going to think of your body as a plank, and the only movable joint is your ankle. So you're going to lift up your toes, find that arch, place your toes down, maintain that tripod, and then just lean forward as far as you can, keeping pressure over your midfoot. Again, reset, lift your toes up, find that tripod, and again, moving only through your ankles, lean as far forward as you can, trying to keep tension through those 3 points of contact to the floor. So the last exercise, you're going to need a lightweight PT band anchored to something. You're going to stand up, put the band around your midfoot with some mild tension on the band pulling you that way. You're going to start with more of the weight on your lateral foot, the outside of your foot, and then you're going to roll your foot over onto that tripod, that A, B, and C, trying to keep the tension on your midfoot, and then come back, and again, roll using your foot, not your hip, trying to get that tripod to engage. Now, as you get stronger, more comfortable, you may want to increase the tension. Again, start on the lateral part of your foot, keep your toes up, place them down, and then roll onto that tripod, engaging your midfoot. So for this last exercise, you're going to need a lightweight PT band anchored to something immovable. Put the band around your foot, pulling tension outwards. And once you have adequate tension, you're going to start with more weight on the outside of your foot. You're going to lift your toes to engage that arch, place your toes down, and then roll your foot onto that tripod to engage your arch. Again, you want to feel tension here, not here. Again, roll back onto the outside, lift your toes, place them down to engage that arch, and then roll onto that tripod, engaging your midfoot. The foot's often a neglected part of the rehab world, so these exercises should help you kind of have some great options to help address that. And as always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.